Welcome to the lecture series of Cost of Capital. Today, I am going to cover the most important topic of this series, that is weighted average cost of capital. This lecture will help you to understand the meaning of weighted average cost of capital and its calculation. The lecture covers meaning of weighted average cost of capital, practical steps in the calculation of weighted average cost of capital, format for computation of weighted average cost of capital, and example based on weighted average cost of capital. First of all, what is weighted average cost of capital? Weighted average cost of capital is the average cost of various sources of financing. It is also known as composite cost of capital, overall cost of capital, or average cost of capital. Once the specific cost of individual source of capital is determined, you can compute weighted average cost of capital by putting weights to the specific cost of capital in the proportion of various sources of funds to the total capital. The weights may be assigned by using book value or market value of the source. If there is a difference between market value and book value weight, the weighted average cost of capital would also differ. Market value weighted average cost of capital would be overstated if the market value of the share is higher than book value and vice versa. Now, what is book value weight and market value weight? Book value weight represents value as per balance sheet. Book value weight is calculated separately for equity share, preference share, debentures. It is calculated by face value multiplied its number. Book value weight for retained earning is same amount as per the balance sheet. Now, what is market value weight? Market value weight represents value as per market quotation. It is also calculated for equity share, preference share, debenture. It is calculated with the help of formula current market price multiplied by its number. What are the practical steps involved in the determination of weighted average cost of capital? Weighted average cost of capital involves 4 steps. In the first step, you have to calculate the cost of each source of fund, that is cost of debenture, cost of equity, cost of preference share on after tax basis. In step second, you have to calculate weight as being proportion of each sources of funds in the capital structure. Third step involves multiply the cost of each source by its weight. Finally, in the last step, you have to add weighted cost of each sources of fund. This is the format for the computation of weighted average cost of capital. Weighted average cost of capital is calculated separately for book value weights and market value weight. In this format, you can observe that there are 5 columns. In the first column, sources of capitals are mentioned. The amount of each sources of capital you have to be mentioned in the second column. For the third column, you have to calculate the weight. It is calculated by specific amount of each sources of capital by total capital. The total of this all proportion should be 1. In the fourth column, you have to write after tax cost of each sources of capital. And finally, in the last column, you have to calculate weighted cost. It is calculated by multiplying its weight with its specific cost. The same process you can use for the market value weight. While calculating weighted average cost of capital with market value weight, the amount of each source of capital is as per their current market price. So, current market price multiplied by its number, you will get the market value of each sources of capital that you have to be mentioned here in a column second. Retained earnings are not shown separately here in a market value weight, since the market value of each share represents the combined market value of equity shares and retained earnings. This is an example based on weighted average cost of capital. In this example, sources of funds, their amount, proportion and after-tax cost of capital is given. Here you have to calculate the weighted average cost of capital after tax. Here weighted average cost of capital is calculated with the same format that I have discussed earlier. In the first column, the sources of funds, and in the second column, their amount are written. The weights for the specific sources of capital is calculated by their specific amount divided by total capital. So for debt, the weight are calculated by 15 lakh divided by 60, so it is 0.25. Same for the preference share, the weights is calculated by 12 lakhs divided by 60, so it is 0.20. So this is how you can calculate the weight for equity shares and retained earning. So the total weight should be 1. The after-tax cost of source of capital is already mentioned in the problem, so no need to calculate it separately. So I have directly written over here. So finally, weighted cost is calculated by multiplying the weight with its specific cost. So for debt, 0.25 multiplied by 5, it is 1.25. Same like for the preference share, equity share and retained earning. After calculation of weighted cost for each sources of capital, you have to add, you will get weighted average cost of capital. So here in this example, weighted average cost of capital is 9.60%. There is an alternative method for the calculation of weighted average cost of capital. Here, weighted average cost of capital is calculated with this formula. So here, KW indicate the weighted average cost of capital. So KW is equal to summation of weighted cost divided by total capital. So here, for the same example, in the first column, sources of fund and their amounts are written in the second column. The total amount of capital is 60 lakh. So in this example, in this method, you have to no need to calculate the weights for specific cost of capital. In the third column, after tax cost of each sources of capital is written. The weighted cost is multiplied over here by multiplying the amount of each sources of capital with its specific cost. So for debt, 15 lakh multiplied by 0.05, you will get 75,000. Same like for the preference share, equity share, retained earning. After calculation of weighted cost, you have to add, you will get the weighted cost. So by putting the values in the formula, KW is equal to weighted cost, that is 5,76,000 divided by total capital, that is 60 lakh. So 5,76,000 divided by 60 lakh, you will get weighted average cost of capital 9.60. So with these two methods, you can calculate the same answer. I hope you have understood how to calculate weighted average cost of capital. So you can use any method for the calculation of weighted average cost of capital. Thank you.